everybody. Welcome to the Francois Podcast.
What's going on, y'all? And we back again for another episode of the beautiful, lovely Francois Podcast. And I'm happy to be with my beautiful, lovely wife. But hurry up and say hi to the people, babe. Don't keep them waiting like that. That's rude. That's rude.
If you don't know who we are, my name is Claushelle.
I go by the name of Sebastien.
We welcome you. Thank you for tuning in. And welcome back to all our lovely listeners. Thank you for sticking with us for season 2. We do encourage you guys to go on our YouTube page, send us your comments, your feedback, subscribe, follow. We're on all streaming platforms.
That's Apple Music, that's Spotify, that's Audio Mac. Whatever your preferred streaming platform is, go check us out. And for any new listeners that we have, we welcome y'all. We thank y'all for checking us out. And continue to rock with us.
Cool. I said that already, but that's all right. You don't listen to me.
I have to say it again for the people in the back.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, how you been, babe?
I'm chilling. How you? That's what matters. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Are you sure?
I am positive. How about you?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored.
Come on. Hallelujah. So, it's critical that we ask each other how we are both doing because we have just gone through a cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was successful.
I hated it.
Because we actually did it in 2020, the top of 2020. That was the plan. That was the goal. Like I was going to actually vlog it and everything. And then I got sick. So now in 2021, we actually successfully made it.
Yeah, she caught the Rona, so we couldn't really...
I did not catch... Come on, man. Already? Like, I did not catch the Rona.
You probably were the first Rona case.
You know what?
But you beat it because you're a strong black woman. Strong black woman.
I'm going to let you finish. Go ahead.
But nah, we started at the top of last year.
You quit.
I did because my wife...
No, you quit before you even knew that I was sick.
No.
Yes?
No. Yes. I came home after a rough day at work. And I came home and you was like, hey, babe, I'm not feeling so good. You said, I want to stop it. And I was like,
you had told me
I said I want to do this with you. I said I want to do it together. So I'm going to continue to do it without, like, no, we in this together. You told me
that you don't think you can handle this. And then I was like maybe hours later, I was like, I'm not feeling well. I might need to just cut this out.
I did say that. And I won't argue with you on that.
Okay.
But just because I felt how I felt didn't mean that doesn't mean I was going to quit. I was still going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. But since you got sick, I was like, all right, let's stop this. Let's put it on hold. And then we'll reconvene when you all better.
Okay.
Because we was in this together.
Right. But you were touched and saved by an angel because I fell sick. But I'm glad I'm better now. And we successfully got this cleanse done this year.
We did.
Okay. So you hated it. Can you elaborate?
Nah, I didn't hate it. Let me take that back. But it was a struggle because I never did nothing like that before. You've done this at least twice before, right?
The cleanse specifically, yes, but yeah. I fast a lot.
Okay. But like you did a more severe one back in the day. Mm-hmm. You did like a what's in there? What was like the all water one, all liquid one?
No. It was the lemonade cleanse. It's like lemon water with cayenne pepper.
Yeah, I remember it being really weird. It was like it was lemon water and spices or something like that.
Yes. It was just lemon water and cayenne pepper. And then I've done this 10-day smoothie by J.J. Smith. It's actually a book. And I've done it after I read the book, and I've done it about 3 times. But this time it was modified. We've done it 7 days, courtesy of Monsieur Francois, who wanted to make sure that we modify it so that he can make it. No, I'm just kidding, baby.
I mean, I had to start somewhere. I wasn't about to jump out the window.
No, you did
and do
amazing.
The all liquid one.
You did amazing. And so what we've done this time around was do the 7 days, and it's a series of 7 to 10. Actually, it was a lot of smoothie recipes in this book, but in the 10 days, you get specific smoothie recipes that only include fruits and vegetables, protein powder, and
a couple other things
flax
seeds, spinach leaves, or any other assortment of greens, kale, and stuff like that. And so they give you this like a specific recipe. You make
and frozen fruit.
And frozen fruit, right?
Yeah.
And throughout the day, you have 1 or 2 of those, and the only thing you could snack on were like, I think like raw nuts, like almond. Was it almonds? Can you snack almonds or just like sunflower seeds or something like that?
I think it was just seeds.
Just seeds?
No, actually, it was
apples?
nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nuts and apples, and that was it. Or
Yeah.
eggs.
Like
hard-boiled eggs.
raw nuts, pause, and then after that you have like an apple or like carrot sticks or celery sticks or cucumber, stuff like that.
Yeah, healthy, very healthy.
Yeah. And,
options.
So we did that for 7 days. I'm not gonna lie, your boy was struggling a little. See, first day I was alright. I remember that. First day I was actually cool. I'm like, this is decent.
Okay.
I'm cool with the smoothie
Okay.
and all that stuff because I used to make my own protein shakes and all that stuff like after working out or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I just had that throughout the day. I'll be cool. By the time it hit, like not even midday, I'll say like by the time it hit like 3, 4.
Day 3 or 4?
Nah, I'm talking about the time in the day.
Oh, 3 p.m. Wow.
When it hits like that I'm just saying normally around that time, I'm due for like that in between snack between lunch and dinner, or I'm just really looking forward to dinner.
Okay. Oh, right, because we did. Okay. What I missed out is that we did have an actual meal at the end of the day, which is not. That's the modified version. So we really did the modified version for 7 days and not 10 days.
But to be clear, the meal was just like it was like a raw salad. It wasn't anything.
I mean,
it wasn't hearty. It wasn't like it wasn't
it
like.
was hearty.
No, it wasn't like you. What I'm saying is, it wasn't a hearty meal like you fast throughout the entire day and then like you just do your thing at night and just have like this,
big meal to kind of
like
comfort
a heavy
you.
kind of meal. Like you have to have. It was like
it was clean eating.
Yeah, clean
pretty
eating.
much.
Basically clean eating for the week. Now, granted, I felt like I needed it. I don't know if this is TMI, but I felt a little backed up. I had to let it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I actually read that there's like, I think it's like, I don't know if it's 10 to 20 pounds. I could be wilding with the 20. It could be 10. But the amount of just waste that we have in our colon that we don't really know about. Not everything come out after we eat it, basically.
Okay.
And that's why when I started finding out stuff like that, and on top of how I was feeling, I was like, oh, nah, we got to do this. So I thugged it out. I'm like, nah, we gotta make this happen. And not only just, it's not no one and done joint. This is something that really should be going on. I would say twice a year, maybe 3 times. I think some people even do it every, 4 months?
Yeah,
Something
they
like
do
that?
it maybe 4 times a year.
Which is like 3 times, right? For every 4 months, it'd be like 3 times a year. Yeah. So I mean, but you gotta take care of your body. We got, and not even just like this. It is what you ingest, and it is being active, but also getting some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Because you are gonna have that pig out time. You are gonna have that time where you just you wild for the night. Get them wings cracking and all that good stuff. I mean, hey, I'm damn sure guilty of it. I'm a little too guilty of it. Like when I splurge, and then I get back on track. But like, this cleanse was something that we really needed, and I'm actually glad that I was able to just finish.
Awesome.
First time I was like, the first time was a year ago. The minute it hit noon, I was about to.
You finished your smoothies by noon, and it was supposed to be an all-day process. You're supposed to sip through your smoothies, and then
I don't know how am I going to sip on that all day? Like,
man, listen.
I gotta if I can show you the
size
right of
here,
what I was drinking.
It wasn't even. It was 16 ounces, 16 fluid ounces.
I'm gonna sip 16 ounces all day.
Just sip and chew. That's what it was supposed to be. Those are the specific rules. Listen, before you do anything, smoothie or detox or whatever, please read. Please just learn all the aspects, the rules, the instructions. And because I hadn't read it in a while, I did have some things that I was not telling him and stuff like that. I just knew the gist because I'd done it already. So I didn't reread. But yeah, it was supposed to be like you're chewing this. This is something that is supposed to come down slowly and not just guzzling the whole 16 fluid ounces within 30.
I didn't guzzle it. I was taking sips, but like
you did not take sips.
I did take sips, but within an hour or so,
30 minutes,
it was gone. It wasn't 30 minutes.
You were done in 30 minutes. I came back and I was like, "Dang, what are you gonna eat
30
at
minutes,
lunch?"
I was like halfway done, but like I took like an hour to to like
Okay,
finish everything.
all right.
But I
If you
didn't
took
get
an
how that was
hour,
supposed to.
that's an hour out of the 12, 16 hours that were up in the day.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. I was like, yo, how we like? That's why I was like, yo, should I just make another one? Like, I could have two.
Yes. So we found out that we could have two because it's set up to two. I had to go back and reread and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, actually you can have two. So he did, which still didn't last him until dinner time. So that's why he resorted to snacks. So day one, you really didn't have snacks. Day two, you did.
Yo, throughout the whole week, I probably ate like at least 25 apples. Like,
Yeah.
Straight up.
A lot of
I
apples.
was hella apples.
Yeah.
Hella sunflowers. I got so many seeds in me, like something gonna grow. Like
that's how much he wanted to eat throughout the actual
But
cleanse.
you wanna
I
know-
did not snack at all.
you mean, yeah, hey, congrats to you. You know
All
what
I
I'm
did
saying?
was
big
stick to
ups
the
to you.
liquid.
Big shout out to you for having that strength. Your boy needed to snack on something, and I realized something about myself too. I realized how much I look forward to eating. Eating is an event for me. Like. No, for real. Like I like when it's the minute it's like 11, because like I normally intermittent fast and I break my fast at 12, sometimes 1. Normally 1, but like I've been doing 12 lately. And with the minute it hits like 11:45, I'm like, oh, only 15 minutes. I'll start making my lunch at that time already. I'll just take 15 minutes to do it or whatever, and then like I put something on, I'm watching something, and I really enjoy eating. I don't know, it's crazy. It's like an event for me.
Okay.
So to just not have that for 7 days, it got to the point. And I'm not gonna lie, on top of that, the fact that, we were just in the crib, we wasn't really doing nothing outside. Like, there was nothing to take my mind off.
Yeah, you couldn't stay busy.
So I was like, yeah, like, or if I'm really busy, I'm not thinking about eating like that. I've had busy mornings and I'm like, oh, it's 4 and I didn't eat yet. Like, those days happen. But like this, with me, how I already feel about eating, and on top of not doing anything, my album was already finished. So I wasn't writing no more. And then a lot of things I was working. Yeah, things was coming to a, after the holiday season, things slowed down a little bit. So I was like, all right, what am I do?
Eat.
That's what I wanted to do, but couldn't do. And I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. I'll just watch something. But that made it worse because I normally eat while I'm watching something.
Yeah, so it was hard for him.
A little bit of a struggle for your boy while Shelly was just,
Yeah.
just walking like, hey, how you doing? You fine? Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah.
I just had a grape today.
I didn't have
damn,
grapes.
It's 8:00.
What's happened differently this time for me was that it was keto focused. So I couldn't have, or I was very strict on myself to have the frozen fruit because I hadn't had fruit for the past 3 months now, being on keto. And being on keto, there are some modifications to your intake of certain carbs and foods, and it's especially sugars. And so we all know that a lot of fruits have fructose and sugars. I didn't want to do that to myself and mess myself up. So I started to look up keto focused smoothies, and that was harder for me because some of them did not taste good at all. Like Monsieur Francois smoothies, like his were nice and sweet and it was good to absorb and it sat right. Mine was so bitter, and I didn't have.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Your smoothies were like just leaves and seeds, like in warm water. Like, it was horrible. He was like, hey, try this. Let me know how it tastes. I was like, hey, good luck.
And they also weren't as plentiful as the smoothies that he was having because, it was more quantity. It was like 2 cups of this, 2 cups of this, 2 cups of that. And mine was just like tablespoon here, tablespoon there, 1 cup of this and blah, blah, blah. So I had to spend the first 6 or 7 hours just sipping on that 1 16 fluid ounce. And I didn't have 2. I just did 1. And some of the days I didn't even finish it because I wasn't even hungry, which was a big deal for me. It was like, wow, bravo, you're not hungry. Good job. And I didn't snack or anything. I just waited until dinner, where we had a salad every day, which was just leaves, seeds, and what made it real bomb was our homemade dressing that we had.
Yeah, you killed that. I ain't gonna.
The first few days it was sweet dressing, and it was good. It was really good. But then when I learned about that dressing, we still have it now. That's what makes me look forward to a salad, that homemade dressing, which is keto based. So. Yeah, I was good for the 7 days. I was good. I just mainly focused on you and just want to make sure you were good. But
Nah,
I'm so proud of
I
you.
I appreciate it. But I was I mean, I had my on days and off days. Like Monday was cool, Tuesday was rough, Wednesday was cool again. I forgot how Thursday was, but I remember by the time the weekend hit, I was really just anxious to eat something. And like when you get off the cleanse, you can't jump back into the food you was eating before. So we had to
We gotta let them know about that.
we had to like warm our bodies up. You know what I'm saying? We had to like gradually adjust to having like that solid, like hearty, solid foods again. Like so we just had like she made like this incredible soup. And we had that for like the first 2 or 3 days, and then we started slowly getting back into the foods we used to eat. And yeah, but it was all in all, I'm glad we did it.
Another thing that I want to add on to our cleanse journey is that we had to weigh ourselves every single day. On top of having the smoothies, we did colon cleansing. So when you're on a smoothie or any type of detox, you want to make sure that you're actually detoxing. So like water is not just going to allow you to have bowel movement. You do have to have some sort of colon cleanser. And in the book, it does suggest magnesium or manganese 707. And you can find that at any GNC or any type of organic supplement store that you can find manganese 07. And that's what we had every single day. I think we missed one day, or you missed one day, and you didn't really have bowel movement. Sorry, this is TMI, but you just need to know this is why it's called a detox.
Oh, I don't care.
And then we had ACV every morning, which was like 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and 16 fluid ounces of water, and that was our routine. So we would have water in the morning with ACV, which is apple cider vinegar, and then we'd have the manganese 07 at night before we went to bed, so that in the morning we have our bowel movement, and then all throughout the day we're just drinking
like 3 liters of water. I was pissing all day.
Yeah.
Like it was,
Like
it was.
Yeah.
You have to drink like 3 liters. That's actually
water,
how much water you
that is
actually
the goal
need to be
do
drinking.
a detox. Water, and water. You just have to. If you don't have any water, it doesn't work.
Yeah, so we have to drink a lot of that, and that's the amount of water you should be drinking every day. Like me, with my height and weight, I need to drink at least I think it's like between 80 to 100 ounces or something like that, if I'm getting my measurements correctly. Yeah, but I gotta drink like that much, but at least at least up to 3 liters of water per day. So yeah, we in this house we be wilding on water. Like we'll get the minute we get another order of water in, we got to put another one in. Like,
yeah, man, we got to figure this out. It's getting too pricey with the water now. It's getting a little crazy.
What it is, man.
We drink so much water here.
And that's a lot of that is because we don't drink nothing else no more. Like we used to drink
soda. No, I never drank soda.
Well,
we drank juice.
We cut soda out years ago, but we don't even do juice. If it has there's no sugar in anything any beverage we have.
Yeah.
Like it's really just water. So we have every meal, and then we just have it throughout the day. So that's one of the reasons why we run through it so much.
Getting chaotic.
But it is what it is, though. I mean, that's an easy way to just
need
cut
to
the
have
calories off of what you eat. Any meal you have, like if you have like a sweet drink with any meal you have, that's the easiest way to cut calories off it. Is just make sure that whatever you're drinking with it just has no calories. So just have water with it.
One added piece, which you don't have to do, but it would be smart to do if you are thinking about a weight loss journey using this as a start, because this detox is a jump start. In the book, it does kind of reference it as a jump start to your health journey. And so what I had us do was weigh ourselves at the start and weigh ourselves every single day. And I have an app that I started using since I started keto called Renpho. It's RENPHO. And as in Nancy. Shouts out to my mom-in-law. So basically, you actually see everything in detail on this app. And it kind of motivates you because you're not just seeing your weight, but you're seeing your body mass index, body fat, body water, skeletal muscle, all of that jazz. And then it color codes a lot of the numbers that you see in your profile, and it tells you what's healthy, what's not healthy, what's close to not healthy, what's dangerous, all of that. And when I started keto, most of my profile was red. Now, I have a lot of greens and blues and yellows. I really want all green, like my husband, who started using this app like maybe a month or two ago, and everything is green.
I take care of myself.
But no, it's really good. So we did weigh ourselves every single day. I just gonna say this last part. It was getting a little frustrating seeing that he was just losing weight every day. And I'm like, yo, what is happening? I mean, I was too, but he was so far ahead of me. And I'm like, you already a twig. What are you losing?
I'm not nobody's twig. What are we talking about here?
It's frustrating because I'm just like, I used it as a jumpstart to my health journey. Well, actually not a jumpstart, but kind of speed up the process of my health journey as far as losing weight. And I was just like, bruh, how is this happening? Like, I'm still like a half a pound less than you are. And you like lost 3 pounds in one day.
That's a fact. I mean, I don't know what to say. I can't. Like, I don't know. Like, I ain't do nothing special. If anything, you was taking. You did this cleanse like way more hardcore than I did. Like, I can't explain that.
And he was snacking, so I'm just like, bro, you're eating throughout the cleanse.
I was snacking on
You're
what I was supposed to
consuming
snack
a lot
on, though.
more than me. And I don't know. I'm drinking more water than you. I'm having the ACV water.
I drink a lot of water,
I'm
though.
not having the fruits and vegetables and sugars and carbs like you are. Yet I'm losing
What carbs was I
less
having?
weight than you
I
are.
ain't had no carbs during the cleanse.
The fruits gives carbs.
Oh, the fruits.
Yeah.
That's right.
And sugars and stuff. And I'm just like, what is going on here? Anywho, moral of the story is the cleanse was successful. We both had 2 different types of cleanses. We both had 2 different types of journeys, but we were successful. Kudos to us.
Yeah, we did it. Ultimately, I think I lost, like 11 pounds in like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how much. I mean, if that was accurate. I mean, I don't know.
I think
that seemed like kind of a lot to me. I was like, oh damn. All right. But I guess maybe
it's
maybe
funny
that's-
because we weighed the same exact weight, maybe like 0.3 off, but we weighed the same exact we weighed this exact same when we first started.
Yeah. And I dropped to like the lowest I ever weighed, and I was like, oh, all right, cool.
And I only lost 7 pounds.
And to be honest with you, I didn't really do this to really, like.
You didn't.
I wasn't really
You was
on.
just trying to clean your colon.
I never weigh. Yeah, I never weigh myself. I'm never on the scale. Like all last year, like I never really weighed myself or cared how much I really weighed. I just wanted to just get healthy.
Get healthier,
Like,
yeah.
And I mean, I did want to look different. And
Yeah.
clearly, you're gonna drop pounds in doing so. But I was never the 3 pounds today. All right, let me see. 5 pounds today. I don't really like to get wrapped up in that. You just do what you're supposed to do, and then things will fall into place.
It's true. It's actually true. So I wasn't frustrated with him. I was just like, ugh, this is just getting ridiculous. Like, I'm doing.
Nah, you was mad at me, yo.
Wait, no, I wasn't mad at you. I was just like, yo, I'm doing all this effort, not snacking. Everything is Gucci, and I'm still like 2.5, 3.5 pounds behind you. And you have no weight left. Like, you're literally skin and bones.
I'm not skin and bones. Well, first off, I'll say 2 things. 1, I'm not skin and bones. And 2, you just got to work harder.
Oh, I gotta work. I did all the research. I did everything correctly.
Nah,
I gotta work harder, right?
I mess with you. I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
I know what it's about. We're gonna get into it, but it's okay.
But look, let's scale it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And let me just discuss why I even got on my health journey in the first place.
Okay.
After we had came back from our honeymoon in St. Lucia, I think that year, the top of 2019, up until that summer, I hit my highest weight. I think the most I was I was tipping the scale around 230, which was pretty big for me.
Okay.
I've always been a kind of bigger guy. That's forever. Never been athletic. Can't run around the damn block. Like this is forever. Ask anybody I had gym class with in high school. It was embarrassing.
Oh man.
But by the time I had got to like college and stuff, I started working out, started lifting weights, all that stuff. So I found I got bigger, but I wasn't getting healthier because the minute I leave the gym, I'm having a freaking this huge tuna sandwich with everything in it, fries, and the
fries.
tall Arizona cans.
Man,
Yo,
you love them fries.
Arizona owns me. They owe me a sponsorship. The amount I would buy 2 at the store. I'll drink 1 in the store and 1 like on the way home, and then one with my meal. Like I used to really be wilding. I was really wilding.
Wow, that's a lot.
Like I was wilding. Like that's just how I got down.
Okay.
I ain't see a problem with it.
Okay.
Like, but it was hard to accept the fact that the most crucial part of reaching your I guess your weight loss goal is really just a diet. I actually like working out, so I was like, cool, I'll work out 5 times a week, but I was not trying to change what I was eating, and that's what the problem was. So I didn't change that until I would say November 2019. That's when I started intermittent fasting. That right there, that was the start of it all. Just cutting out breakfast in the morning, and the funny, and my breakfast normally was like something light. I'll have like oatmeal and like bread and peanut butter and water and like a banana. That was my breakfast for like a year or 2 years. But I even realized the oatmeal I was eating too much sugar. Like even with like from down to the bread I was having to the peanut butter I was having, all of that stuff. Like, and your body's still like detoxing in the morning and stuff like that. So that whole breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Don't really know if there's so much truth to that.
Okay.
But so that was the first thing I did, and when I started that, that's when I really started seeing the change. And then, not just cutting out breakfast, but I changed what my lunch and my dinner was. So like, I kept it to like to this day, tuna sandwich, some almonds, a little bit of grapes, and water. That was like my lunch for a year and a half. From till like now. I think I eat that today. And dinner, like my wife, so she'll make some brown rice, quinoa, salmon.
We do not eat white rice or rice and beans anymore.
Not at the rate we were eating it back in like 2018. Well, me like 20, like I'll say like 2018. I was having that like every day. Shout out to my mother-in-law.
Who set you real right.
Still do. But listen, but now I had to cut a lot of that stuff out. But it wasn't until when I put a real plan in play and changed the diet, everything changed. And it's really true. That's the
I've been telling you that.
That's the 80%. You've been telling me that. What you mean you've been telling me that?
What?
You've been telling me
that?
Yes, I said because you always get on me about working out. And I'm like, well, working out is not all of it. It's always 80-20. It's what you consume.
No, I understand that. But here's the thing. Like,
yeah.
You say that to me
after
I tell you that, babe, if you want to get to where you want to get, you gotta be a little active.
Yeah, and I say that's like, not all for me because what works for me is my eating.
Here's the thing, sweetheart. Like, eating is 80%.
Yeah.
Active is 20%.
Yeah.
I don't know you for doing anything just 80% of the way. You put 100% in everything you do. So if you want 100% of the results, you gotta do 100% of the work. So
I say that the workout is not the only thing that works for me.
I never said that.
It's always 80% of the eating.
I didn't say just workout. I'm saying you should add working out to what you're doing.
Correct. But I was counter arguing that I personally lose weight with what I intake versus working out.
No, I
Sometimes
that.
I don't have to work out for me to lose weight. I don't have to. For me to just be at my best in terms of my health, yes, I should incorporate working out.
It's good to
but
be
I've
active.
always told you, bruh, it's really what you're eating.
No, I get that, but you gotta do both.
I know, but I've been telling you that to my point. I've been telling you that.
No, all right, cool. Let you get that.
Well,
I'm just saying that when you tell me stuff like, yo, you want this or you want,
I do understand what you're
all
saying.
that stuff. I'm like, all right, well, you could cut all the food out. That's not just gonna give you abs. You gotta go out and get those abs.
I agree with you, but the way that my body operates, my weight will fall off just by what I eat.
Cool, but don't you want to get you
to be at my best?
You want to be
Yes,
toned.
the workout.
You told me toned.
Yes,
so
to be at my best, the workout does help because I actually have tested and proven that, and I used to be toned real well a few years back.
That's a fact.
While having good clean eating routines.
You know that you've been on this.
I've been on this. I know that, but I'm just saying, the way that my body operates, I don't have to work out to lose the weight. I just have to change my eating habits. I've said this to you time and time
No,
again, my
I know.
love.
No, I get it, but you have to work out. I mean, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
Because
what do you
the
keep
goal
telling
isn't.
me that for?
No,
If
because the
I-
goal
if
isn't
I-
to just. The goal isn't just losing weight.
No,
goal
the
is to
goal
be
for
all
me
around-
is losing weight. Yes.
But the goal is. I thought the goal was to be all around healthy.
Yeah, but
And then,
that's
because
not.
you also had these goals of like, oh, I want this part of my body to look like this. I want this part of my body to look like this. I'm like, oh, babe, you only gonna get that by working out. Like,
Okay.
so that's
The
why I
point
say that.
I was trying to say was what I've been telling you was 80-20%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to what you were saying, because that's my only point. We need to do better with listening.
What you mean? Listen, no.
We need to
Chill,
do
yo.
better, because all I said was I've been telling you that, and then you're like, "What? You never said that," and you just confirmed about 3 times that I did.
No, I'm talking about. So you were telling me that on my workout journey, because when
On losing weight and stuff like that, you just have to.
I mean, but I knew that I had to change my diet and workout. I just wasn't down for doing that.
Oh,
and
okay.
I decided to
well, just
put
say
that in
that
play.
then.
But I'm just because I'm going off of our recent conversations, and you always say like, yeah, babe, it's really the diet, it's really the this and that.
Okay, babe,
And
I'm
you
not
always
talking
said
about my
that in
recent
response to me saying you gotta work
Let's
out.
just go back to what you were saying. So yes, 80-20.
Yeah, that 80-20 rule. You know, y'all seen the Tyler Perry movie.
So now here you are.
Yeah, so like throughout the course of last year, I actually gotten like really the best shape of my life. I'm still on the journey, but you know, I think I lost in total like over 40 pounds, and you know, I was just feeling better. I was more active. Like, you know, it's funny. Like, I look back at pictures and I looked like bigger and I looked stronger, but I wasn't stronger. You know what I'm saying? I look at a pic from like 2 years ago, and I'm like husky or whatever, but I couldn't even do 25 push-ups straight. I was struggling getting to 30. Now I could push. You know, I did 100 straight last year. I don't know if I can do it now. I gotta see if I can still do it now. But I at least do 50, 60 when I hit the ground.
Great.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're doing
and,
awesome.
and do it like it's nothing. And I used to really struggle with that, but I was bigger. So I got smaller but got stronger because I started doing more strength training as opposed to just like, I used to really just go and lift weights, get big, bench press,
Big
the
bash.
curls, all that. You know, feel me? Just get big. Just that was the goal was to get big, get swole. Like that's the way. Yo, it's slow for that. I mean, like I still want to like I actually still want to build up more muscle and all that stuff. But I actually want to be healthy. The goal is to be healthy. The goal is to be strong. The goal is to be healthy and make sure everything on the inside is good. So that's why I started doing like HIIT workouts, like the high intensity interval training. That's what it is. Started doing like those 3 times a week. That was a new monster for me because those are the first day I did that, I was sore for like at least 5 days, and I didn't do it again for like another 2 weeks because it was wild aggressive. Then I found the one I should be doing, kept it at my pace. Then I gradually got up to doing the more aggressive ones, and and now it's just a part of my regimen.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, I go to the park. But I ain't been in the gym in like over a year. I do miss the gym. But I don't know if y'all really be safe in there like that. I'm thinking about going back, but I don't know. But I hit the park. Branchbrook Park. Hit that. You know, do 100 dips, 100 reverse push-ups, 100 regular push-ups, do pull-ups, squat. I just did that 4 or 5 days a week, and then everything started to change. And then you know, hey man, buying new clothes. When your old joints, I ain't gonna lie, some people, it felt good to be in that. It felt good to be in that. Yo, I had a pair of black pants that I bought right after we had came back from St. Lucia. And I couldn't fit them, and I was salty. Brand new, nice joints. I'm like, and I was gonna toss them or give them away, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to those. I'm gonna see you in like 6 months. It wasn't 6, probably like a year. But I wear them like it's nothing. Now they're actually too big for me.
Wow,
Like,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
awesome.
So that was just
baby.
that was a good goal for me. And now I feel like I started something I can't stop. And now I just want to stay on this journey, man.
It's like the commercial. She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I don't know how that's like what I did.
Because that was the goal, for her to fit into the...
Oh, you know what? I never knew what that commercial was about. I just knew the song. I just knew that song came on, and then I normally changed it. But
Okay. Anyway, well, never mind.
But yeah, I get you. I appreciate it though. Yeah,
So your goal is to fit back into those pants.
Yeah,
so
so,
good,
I mean,
congratulations.
so that was just a little
I'm
bit
so
of.
proud.
I appreciate you, sweetie. I appreciate that.
So proud of you.
I was trying to,
Now
trying
you're
to get on my
skinny.
square.
You're a
I
little
ain't
skinny
skinny.
mini.
I ain't skinny. I ain't skinny.
You totally are.
I ain't skinny. It's not even in my. That's not in my DNA. Like I don't think I'll ever be that. And that's cool. I ain't trying to
Anywho,
get there.
so my weight loss journey has started. I mean, I've always been on this journey from maybe start of college
I remember you was on it heavy.
up until
I remember 2014. You was on it crazy.
yeah.
Like when you were at your best, I was at my worst.
Okay.
I remember when you was really going hard. I was really doing. I remember that year in particular.
Okay.
That year I actually graduated.
Okay.
And I remember that year because I remember my brother was on it heavy that year, and I remember you were on it heavy.
Okay.
And y'all like the two closest people to me, but I wasn't doing nothing. But every time I saw y'all, I'm like, oh man, I gotta do what they doing.
And you
I
never
ain't
did?
Nah.
No?
I probably ain't work out that like damn near that whole year.
I feel like as soon as you just well, no, that's not true. I was just gonna say as soon as the pandemic started, you really just found yourself to be productive on working on your health journey. But that's
true.
not.
That's true.
No, because I think you started way before the pandemic. Actually,
I started that November, but like when the pandemic hit,
it was November.
I started November.
Oh, I started my
It was
journey in
around the
November too.
time when we went to Onika's wedding. Shout out to Onika. We went to and David too. What's happening? What's his name? When we went to their wedding, I remember we had went shopping down there, and I was buying something for the Christmas production that I was in.
Okay.
For Christ Church, and I bought these pants. Like I don't know if I can fit these. And I tried them on. I was like, oh, I can fit them. I was like, okay, so I'm getting somewhere. I think I was like one size down.
Okay, so you had.
So I started then, but during the pandemic, that's when it hit. That's when I really
you were really serious.
Yeah,
you wanted to be productive because you just couldn't stay in the house, or just do nothing.
I mean, like you gotta. My thing is, I was hearing about this quarantine 15. I'm like, I'm not putting no weight back on.
I
during
definitely
this.
put on the 15. I mean, more than the 15. I honestly did.
I was like, we're not doing that. I was like, I'm about to use this time to become a better me. Let me.
Yeah.
The only thing that I didn't do that I'm mad I didn't do. Not for real. The only thing I didn't do that I'm mad I didn't do was finish my album during that time. I mean, I did it later, but I was like, let me at least get my body right. I'm not putting no pounds back on just because I'm at the crib and. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing to do and snack. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. I said, nah, we going to stay right.
Okay. Well, my health journey started maybe between 2009 and 2010.
A word?
Yeah. I have been on a journey for more than 10 years. And I'm not going to lie, it hasn't been the easiest. You know, 1 year I'm up, 1 year I'm down. One half of the year I'm up, one half of the year I'm down. My body, she just does what she wants. Like, and thank goodness that I was an active person in high school and took up a sport, because I don't know if I would have been as active in college in doing sports or just, you know, taking exercise seriously. What I mean?
Hold up. Did y'all know that Miss Francois was a power forward for a high school basketball team?
I did a little something.
She will shake and bake you.
Nah, I mean, nah. Let's not go there.
Oh, so y'all ain't know.
But I will shake and bake you.
Let's not talk. Don't talk spicy because people are listening. Don't talk spicy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
You know I love you. So yeah, thank you for the little shout, babe. I did do a little something in high school, but
you're not shaking baking me though.
Okay, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not.
I mean, you might.
Anyway,
you got skills, girl.
I got a little something, and so yeah, thank God I did take up a sport, because if I was just really, really like lax and stagnant and just eating up my whole high school career, it would have just been really bad for me. It would have been a bad start. So thankfully, after high school and into college, I did really watch my health and my weight and. But at the same time, it's a journey, and it takes a lot of consistency to keep it up, to maintain your weight. You can maintain your health. Like, you just have to do it, just like body odor or body hygiene. You gotta wash your behind every day. Like, you just have to. There's just no way that you're just gonna stay clean. And so you have to think of it that way. And so in my journey, your girl's body she just does what she wants to do. And then to add on to it, it dances. Like, Sometimes it just doesn't stay. Even like it's like sometimes you just have cravings, and then you get into a routine of just eating.
Yeah, your weight be doing the 2-step.
Yeah, she just dances. Like she just does what she
It's
wants.
all good, baby.
She has a good time. Okay.
It's a you know what I'm saying?
It's
a marathon, yo.
time. And then it's just, I don't know. That's just my body type. You have women and men who are just really thin and they stay thin and they can just eat like 7 months worth of food in 1 week and still stay skinny.
I had a friend in high school that was like that. Ate whatever you wanted.
That's just how they do it. And it's like a miracle. They're just walking miracles. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah,
like,
never.
it doesn't work for me.
It's going to show.
It's going to show.
It's going to show fast.
It's going to sit where it wants to sit, show all of where it needs to show it all. And that's just how it is. I don't know. It's genetics, I guess, because I don't have any skinny minis in my family. I don't think you do either.
Nah, we don't.
We're just full and plump or very full, well-fed people.
There's weight there. and we Haitian, so the minute you gain 5 pounds.
That's another thing.
The minute they look at your face. They telling you off the rip.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to be disrespectful. They just really want to know.
But yet feed you rice and beans and meat every day.
They just don't get it.
Okay?
They don't get it.
So that's another thing. But we're not going to talk about culture.
They don't get it. They really will be like, yo, you gaining weight.
But then like,
and
are you hungry?
And then feed you 6 pounds of griot.
Yeah. So I really took my health journey a lot more seriously in 2014, first time around. And then, I lost.
2014, you was putting that work in. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, my trainer. And then during the wedding, I did it again. I was very serious about my weight loss because I want to be snatched in my dress.
Right.
And
you was.
And thank you.
You was.
And then I got, still love happy after the what is it? Our honeymoon.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even mad at the way we put out the honeymoon. After the 2018 we needed a year of just doing nothing and just eating.
Whatever we wanted to do.
Because 2018 was not an easy year.
It was not.
From the top to the bottom, there was always something going on.
Yeah.
Like it was just too much to do. Just not even just the wedding, everything around it.
Yeah.
It was just
a lot.
things. It was a lot. It was a lot. Family stuff, work stuff. It was a lot. Yeah. So when 2019 hit, when things actually slowed down and the dust settled, we was like, yo, we ain't doing nothing. I didn't work out literally for probably like 6 months.
Jeez, that's a long time. That's for you.
That's a crazy long time for me.
So I took my journey seriously then. And then I actually took it a lot seriously this November of 2020, this past November of 2020. And I did it differently this time. It wasn't just salads, clean eating. I actually started a keto lifestyle journey, which is a low-carb, high-fat diet. And I have been on it for now 3 months, going on 4. And I honestly can say that it has been the best routine for me ever since I started my weight loss journey in 2009. I have to say that it's a bonus because I think we talked about this recently too. We designated our actual family practice doctor. Mm-hmm. And I learned after I started, like a week after I started my keto journey, I learned that I had dietary issues, like dietary restrictions.
Yeah, things you was allergic to and all that.
Yeah. And I learned that the keto diet was the best thing for me anyway, learning that. So it was kind of like maybe Holy Spirit was orchestrating it for my life because I learned that I had sensitivity to dairy, sensitivity to all things dairy, like whey, cheese, butter. Like I have to be a vegan now, sort of, in a sense. Nothing cow, nothing animal except for meat and stuff like that, which I still do. And so that was a real big change for me because I don't have any medical issues or body issues internally that I've been suffering from for a while. And so keto has just been great. If you do it right, you will have the best results. And it's great because you don't have to eat salads every day. You can eat most of what you want, but modify it. Like, I can still have my ice cream if I want to, but guess what? I have to go through a specific type of ice cream, and it's low in carbs.
Yeah, this girl will find a keto version of anything.
Yeah.
Like she'll be in the kitchen and just turn it into like a lab. Like she turned into a scientist trying to figure out how can I make the keto version of whatever I want. She literally had keto wings yesterday.
Yes, I did.
Like I don't know how she did. She did it.
I did it, and it was fantastic.
I gotta respect it, because me, I would just think, all right, well, probably can't have that. She's like, hold up, there's a way.
Yeah,
you
can have it.
Flour and make the this with the that and the that, and I'm like, all right.
It's all about knowledge, people. Just make sure you do your research. Before I started it, I did research, and it's been the best thing for me ever since. And since I've started, I've lost 25 pounds in 2.5 months.
Go ahead, girl.
And I cannot wait to see how I will look in a year. So this November will be a year.
You're gonna look amazing.
And how I will feel, because I feel wonderful.
You're gonna feel even more amazing. You already look amazing, but
thank you.
You're gonna, after, like, when a year hits, that's gonna be if you're already 20 pounds now.
Yeah.
In fact, you probably don't even gotta go so crazy.
I won't go crazy, but I feel amazing. My clothes. I mean, honey. When I put my skirt on,
Spicy.
I'm telling you, when I put this skirt on that I couldn't fit 2 months ago.
What happened?
And you had to fight and help me zip that skirt up.
And what happened this time?
And then when I put the skirt, you was like, zip? I was like, come on, keto. Yes. That's how good keto has been doing me, and it worked for me. So I would suggest you research, find out what's good for you, and try it out. It's awesome. You can eat a lot of things. There's certain things that I do miss. I do miss pasta. Not that you cannot have pasta on keto. You will just have to moderately have it. Like, you cannot have it. Like, you should have it like once a month.
Man, you're going to have, like, I don't know, but when I watch you, like, measure your food and everything, you be like, yeah, I can have some pasta, and you'll just put, like, 5 noodles on a plate.
No.
Like, yo, babe, just don't have the pasta. But that's not gonna do it for you. Like, this.
No, that's why I don't have it, because it just makes no sense. So I just eliminate it altogether. But then I get zucchini noodles, and then I'll have sense. Like a plant-based noodle, which is not easy to find around here. I don't know if you're in the countryside and you can find plant-based noodles, but everything that is like carb, like a pasta or a bread. I do plant-based now.
Yeah, you'd be wild. Should we have I can have rice. I'll have 16 grains of rice.
No, that's not even true. I don't have rice at all.
And a handful of breadcrumbs. I'm like, what is, like, nah, you're not no bird. You ain't about to eat that.
Yeah, do your research, but I'll talk about that more later. So that's my health journey so far. Been doing good. We've been doing good. Now, cleanse, skyrocketed us to where we are now. And we're just going to give some tips. You ready?
Yeah, let's close out with these tips.
Okay.
That we got in tip number 1 with just taking, like, this whole, like, just basically embarking on this journey of just health is really that it's all mental, which is something that I'm sure y'all really know. Yeah. Like, the minute my mind changed about, like, just wanting to be just, like, a little bit smaller, a little bit healthier. Like, my mind wasn't there in 2018. It wasn't there in 2017. So it wasn't there any of them years before, because I was reluctant to accept the fact that I needed to drastically change my diet.
Yeah.
But the minute I accepted all of that and realized that, you know what, like, I really want to look like this. I want to feel like this. I want to sleep better. Like, everything changes. And I was like, yo, it's I gotta change my mental. Like, and that happened to me, around November 2019. Like, I started going through that mental
shift.
Yeah, that mental shift. And then literally everything changed.
I honestly think that also has to deal with age too, babe.
You think age?
Yeah, because when you're hitting another decade of life, you reevaluate things.
Yeah, being like, I felt good. Like, I turned 30 last year, and then I made sure that, for 30, I was my best self, and that felt great. But the minute I made that mental shift, everything changed.
I agree. I actually made a mental shift, like a real mental shift in October, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And on top of how Monsieur Francois was really getting on me, like, Look at you. Nah, he wasn't mean.
No,
like
I was
that.
not, baby.
He was not mean like that.
I would never.
No.
I would never.
No, but he
I got no right because I was no. You feel me?
No,
Like,
but
I
you
was
did
getting
put the
down.
fire under me because you were just like, baby, you gotta.
I mean, it'll just be. But you know what it was like. One, just to be real for a sec, like. We have like our family health history is not the best, you know.
It is
with
not the
diabetes
best.
and all that,
And our
like,
food is not the best
you feel-
health wise.
Yeah, like in our culture. So like I feel like right now I like the quote. I don't know who said this, but the quote that says it ran in my family until it ran into me.
Ooh.
Like
Wow.
I'm really like I believe that wholeheartedly. I'm like
Wow.
yeah that did happen. Like yes it's you know. Happened in our family and some, you know, and yes, it has affected them, but it doesn't have to keep affecting us.
Yeah.
If we take the steps we need to take now.
Care of ourselves.
I'm like, we're not just little kids anymore that could just kind of, you know, eat whatever and then, we're grown. Like, we're on that next step of life. Let's make a change.
Yeah.
And let's implement it now.
Yeah.
So it can become habit and
Yeah.
then just going forward, we're just on it. Proud to say that me and my wife, you know, we don't, you know, suffer from that. I mean,
any health issues at all?
yeah, we're actually all right.
Yeah.
You know, God bless our families that do, but our families are actually doing well right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've taken that, they've you know, leveled up with their health and they're looking great, feeling great. And that to me is inspiring. I just feel like we're only getting older. Time only moves forward.
Yeah.
Leveling up that way is the most important.
Yeah. Mentally, you just have to put yourself in a space where it's like, it's you or nothing. And this is what you have to do for yourself. You just have to put it in you basically put that goal for yourself. Get yourself mentally there, because if you're not mentally driven, you won't physically achieve your goal. It's all mental. Like he was just mentioning, like he was just wanting food throughout the cleanse. Like I just want to eat, I just want to eat, I just want to eat. But it's mental. It's like if you mentally say, I could do this, I can get through this, I don't have to eat. You know, my flesh does not live on bread alone.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's how you need to set yourself up for success mentally. Because if you're just not mentally there, your body won't catch up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who start things and they're like, okay, I'm going to do it today. But they didn't prepare themselves mentally. So they easily quit.
Yeah, they
just
they
give up.
cave ASAP. Like,
Yeah. You know, and it's hard for people to do it that way, and it's hard for them to even get there mentally because, you know, they don't prep themselves, they don't think about it that deeply.
There's people that do that with the gym. They'll like
I didn't lose weight today, so I'm done.
Well, yeah, they did. They had a mentality, or what they'll do is this: they'll never go to the gym. They're like, you know what? This is January. I'm working hard this year. I'm going hard. hard. And you go to the gym. You stay there for like 3 hours and you kill yourself, and then you never want to go back because of how hard it was.
Yep.
Like you didn't even really make that mental change.
Nope.
You didn't mentally decide, you know what, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this little thing, I don't care what anybody's doing around me.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna go back on the next day or the day after and do that same little thing again, and then go back the day after, the next day do that same little thing again, and then next week step it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
Act
be
on it.
gradual.
That's a sub component to it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
once you do a mental decision,
you know how to go about it to make it long lasting.
Yeah, act
what I'm
on
saying?
it. Yeah.
You know, so that's how I see it.
Put the money where your mouth is.
Yeah, like don't go crazy. Like
Yeah.
if you know that your eating habits are horrible, don't just jump on a liquid cleanse for 10 days. Like relax. Like you're gonna crash that first day. You're
That's
gonna be like,
true.
yo, I need food. Like,
Right.
Nah, I'm an easier way into it, and then like take those little steps, and then I think that's all tied in with the mental change. I think if you make that mental change, you'll know like, all right, you know what, I gotta do it. I gotta do it this way. You know,
But to
because
add-
you're trying to punish yourself for what you did.
Yeah.
And you don't got to do it like that.
To add on to your point, though, once you make that mental decision, you do have to think about what comes with it. Like, don't just make this decision without realizing, okay, well, if I do this, what do I have to do to get to this goal? Like, you have to realize, okay, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen you can set your goals. You get what I'm saying? But you need to know exactly what to do to attain them.
It's a marathon. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Okay. On to tip number 2. Did you have anything you wanted to add on to that?
No, that was it,
good?
man. Mentality. That's the biggest thing right there.
Yep. Number 2, research. research. Learn about every single thing that you're going to put yourself into.
You gotta know what's
health-wise.
You gotta know what you're putting in your body, and you need to learn your body.
Learn your body.
Certain diets, I guess I don't want to say procedures, but it's like whatever. Certain diets that people follow, that could be just for them. That might not. That probably not. That's not gonna be a journey. Probably.
Nope.
Might not work that way. You gotta see what's best for you, and only you know your body more than anybody else will.
Even this, water is that's the essential. You're never gonna lose or be healthy without water.
But did I hear or come across a meme or something like that about somebody saying that? Damn, what was it again? It was like, oh yeah, I don't drink water. Something like that. I forgot what it was.
Okay, well they're not healthy. I just feel like that's just the essential thing.
You're stupid. Because here's what it is. Yo, and I realized this too. Like when I didn't like drinking water with my meals when I was younger. I'm like, man, I need something with taste. But I realized when I remember one day I was thirsty.
A lot of people still feel that way though.
Yeah, get rid of all that. Because here's the thing. I realized this too. I remember one time I was really thirsty.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, I'm thirsty. And I just found, I think it was Arizona or whatever, and I guzzled like the whole thing.
Okay.
You know how I get down.
Okay.
Like, I guzzled the whole thing. And after I had that, I was still thirsty. My gut is full.
Wow.
It's like I can't put another drop in there,
Calories.
but I was thirsty.
Empty. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the minute I had like half a bottle of water, I was good. That's when I realized, I just really need to be drinking this.
Wow.
And like, I forgot when that was. This was years ago. Wow. But when I realized that, I was like, yo, I can't, my whole stomach full. I don't want to drink more.
Empty calories.
But I want to drink. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So if you come across anybody that say they don't drink water, or just slap them. Like,
no, don't slap them. Don't judge them because they probably haven't researched or don't know any better.
The backhand. What you mean you won't drink no water? What's wrong with you?
No, they probably don't know any better. And that's an opportunity to educate. You know what I mean? Like that's an essential for your health.
The backhand is very educated.
It doesn't taste good, but even the flavored waters I would stray away from because that's also not the healthiest either. I
don't know why people like those.
It's kind of like minerals and stuff that's in it. But if you have like a flavored water that you actually put your actual fruits and vegetables in, because some people have like zucchini water or
I've seen that, but
that's okay.
That's weird to me. It's like it's not juice and it's just like sweet-ish water.
But
like,
they just
it's
probably
in the
don't have it
middle
because it doesn't
weird.
taste good to them. Like they're so used to their palates being fulfilled and with sugars and all that other stuff that is like water now. So what I was actually why did I bring this up? Essentials, water, but it could be something just as small as ACV that's not good for your body. Because sometimes ACV works for some people and it doesn't work for others because some people probably suffer from like acid reflux or apple cider. It's like vinegar doesn't work from their body and stuff like that. And it's just not the healthiest. So, but definitely research what works for you. Any cleanse, any detox, any like health journey diets and stuff like that. Research it. Don't just see something on Instagram and you're like, I'm gonna try that. Even an exercise, you do know that you have to learn how to do exercises right. Like there's a certain way and a certain specific structure or what is it? Body. How could I say? You just have to do it right, like a format that you like. It's a formula to it. Like you don't like once you're benching or lifting weights. You
have to learn like it's called good form or perfect form.
Yeah,
like, you will.
There's a form. You may hurt yourself. So you just have to it's all education at the end of the day. But I say this to say this. You just make sure you don't go for it without learning about it thoroughly. Like the 10-Day Smoothie Cleanse by J.J. Smith. I read that entire book. Read the entire book.
Word.
Know what you need to know so that you can do it properly.
Go ahead, girl. I didn't know you read the whole book.
Yeah, you have to. You have to research. You have to know what you're doing. You can't just say, okay, I'm doing it. But then there are people who are like, yeah, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. But see how that messed us up a little bit because I didn't realize we could snack because I hadn't read the book in a long time. But then I had to look it up and like, oh yeah, you can snack. You know what I mean? Yeah. And people would have been just suffering like, I just have to follow this 10-day smoothie routine and not know that they can snack. Meanwhile, they're suffering. They have headaches. They have all these types of issues and they don't do it properly. So, and then people didn't learn that you could have a modified way because she did say if you want to do it modified, you can have one salad a day. But if you didn't read the book, you wouldn't know that. You would just say, okay, I just have the smoothies every day. So all that to say, do your research. That leads into tip 3. Always consult a doctor. Seek a doctor before you try anything that is foreign to your body. Always. I mean, I've been on a journey for 10 years, literally a health journey for 10 years. And it wasn't up until late last year that I learned that I had dietary issues. Like, you have to consult a doctor, a good doctor, because I mean, I've consulted doctors about a lot of things, especially with health, but they didn't consult me well. Like, they didn't give me what I needed.
Can y'all believe that? They get paid all this money and they can't even consult.
I mean, it's real. Like, just find yourself a good doctor. I found this great doctor. She's on Google, and all the reviews on Google, I haven't seen one bad review on her. And I went to her, and the biggest, craziest thing that blew my mind was that, have you ever done a food sensitivity test? I'm like, no. What's that? And learning after doing the food sensitivity test about how much things that I'm allergic to or I have a high sensitivity to makes a huge difference on how your body reacts to certain foods. I mean, when I say I cut out, I've had a dairy issue for years, and when I cut it out in 2 days, my body shifted drastically, literally in 2 days. I cut out, I'm allergic to eggs, and what else am I allergic to? Whey, and my biggest
wheat too. Right?
Wheat. I'm allergic to wheat, and I've been eating whole wheat bread for 10 years.
Facts.
Like, it's just like you have to consult a doctor, a good doctor, and learn about your body, learn about how it reacts to certain foods. Make sure that your body is not sensitive to things that you just keep consuming, like ice cream. And I'm just waking up sluggish and feeling tired all the time, and bowel movements are not regular. TMI, sorry, but you just have to know certain things about yourself. And right now, I just feel the best that I've ever felt within the last 10 years. And I'm just like, wow. All I needed to do was take a food sensitivity test. So consult a doctor. She actually highly encouraged the keto diet. I remember I had started the lifestyle a week before I met her, and she was like, great, that's actually a great thing. Just make sure that you do the fats in moderation and stuff like that. Like, she would consult me and tell me tips and stuff like that. These good doctors will set you up for success. These great doctors, like, will just give you what you need to do and set you straight for life. So consult a good doctor.
Yep. I mean, yeah. Do that.
That's the best tip. If you take away any tip, that would be it.
All right, so tip number 4, give yourself grace. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, like I said before.
Come on now.
Rest in peace to the late great Nipsey Hussle. Like, understand that this is a journey.
Yep.
And when you embark on this journey, just take it easy on yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just take it seriously.
Yeah.
You know, like, just say, I'm just going to do this little bit every single day. That's how you literally get successful with anything you do in life.
Yeah. Don't
by
give
just
up
doing,
on yourself.
You know, like Will Smith always says, like with his career, you know, brick by brick. That's what he always says.
Yep.
You know, you want to, you know, finish a book a page a day or 10 pages a day. You want to start your health journey. All right, we'll just slowly just start cutting out things one by one, and then just start adding more things into your diet little by little.
Yeah.
You want to, like, in regards to like physical, you know, workouts, like, just go for a walk in the park.
Walks.
Like, just walk.
I mean,
just walk.
A walk will go a long way.
And then, you know, if you want to take it up a notch, you know, do a light jog, or you could, you know, just, you know, you hit the gym and you know, I don't know. Me personally, like, gym culture, to me, is some of the dopest culture, because if you ask anybody, like, that's serious, they will give you all the information you need to do, you know what I'm saying, any kind of workout the right way. I've always experienced that. But anyway, just give yourself grace. Take it easy on yourself, but just also take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? Don't give yourself too much leeway to the point where you start complaining. Like, what am I trying to say? Like, take it slow and serious. You know what I'm saying? Steady and smooth, but just do it be consistent.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Just be consistent, and then you will start to slowly see those changes, and then you start moving up. Then you start what's in that? You start picking up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you'll get there.
I think I'm going to add on to that and just say that you're going to make mistakes. It's not going to always be peachy keen.
Yeah.
You're going to slip up. You're going to cheat. Like, Sebastian has so many cheat days in his journey.
I cheated yesterday.
Like, I mean, it's just inevitable. Like, he would just cheat. Like, he don't care.
But then I cleaned it back
afford.
up. But then, you know what I'm saying? Today I was on my square.
I can't really afford to do that because I'm more strict on myself than he is, and that's a mental thing for me. But you're gonna have those days where you just feel like, bro, I'm not going to work out today. I'm just not. I just don't feel like it. And then some people who do that will be like, well, I didn't work out, so I'm just giving up because I didn't do it. And then they'll get into a routine where like, well, I wasn't really taking myself seriously. I wasn't up on it. I missed a few days, so just forget about it. Like, you give up, right? Lead with grace. Give yourself grace. It's okay. That's what I had to teach myself when I started this last lifestyle. I had to say, well, because I was beating myself up a little bit. I'm like, my weight keeps fluctuating. I'm not too serious. When I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, I'm off. And then it was just like a mental battle. But I'm like, you know what? When I do it this time, I'm probably not going to do it as strict, or I'm probably going to have some days where it's going to be hard. But it's okay. Let yourself know that it's okay. Like, just give yourself grace. It's okay to mess up. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen in your life. You're not going to meal prep every week. Like, it's just going to have to be okay. You're going to have to be okay with that and keep it consistent. So lead with grace. Your only person that you're going to make proud is yourself.
Well, that takes us to the last point.
Yeah.
You want to go into that?
Yeah. All right. Tip number 5, make yourself proud. Don't worry about anybody else but yourself. You are your biggest cheerleader, and that means a great deal to you, okay? I think I'm going to use an example for our culture, period. Everybody knows that when you get around family reunions, family functions, family events, it's either one of two things. You know what I mean? How you've been, or you're fat, you're getting big, or you're looking a little too skinny, or all of that, right? And it's one of two things. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about how it makes you feel. And if it does make you feel some type of way, you are the owner of your own life. You will change that if you want to. That goes back to the mental thing. But you only have to make yourself proud. That's it. If you don't like the way you look, there you go. You can change it. You have the right to change it. And if you're okay with how you look, you have the right to stay that way. And that's totally fine, as long as you make yourself proud and happy. Because even if you were to be the skinniest of them all, guess what they'll say? They'll talk about you anyway. They will say, oh, you look a little skinny. What's happening? You're not eating? Are you okay? Are you stressed? Are you depressed? All of that. Like, it will just, they're going to talk about you anyway, any form, every which way. They will find something to nitpick at you. And if that's not your family, God bless you, because that's just how it is for every other family that I've ever heard about. And so make yourself proud. Set your own goals. If you don't achieve it when you want to, it's okay. You're entitled to change that, because nobody knows about it but you. And that's another thing that I had to tell myself too. It's all about you. It's all about your lifestyle. Nobody can really make or break you but yourself. We are our hardest critics, but we also are our biggest cheerleaders. So cheer yourself up. Make yourself happy. Make yourself proud. Stick to a routine. You know, there's no deadline or timeline that anybody else is putting you up to except for you. So that's something that you just need to take in, hone in on it, and don't worry about everybody else's opinions or feelings or thoughts, because that does not matter. All that matters is your happiness. Anything you would like to add on, sweetheart?
We're nowhere near professionals. We're just telling our stories and sharing our journey. If y'all got something to school us on, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah. And tell us, are you on a health journey? Are you looking towards a health journey? Do you have any questions for us? Feel free to jot it down on our YouTube page, comments, and we're watching and looking every day. So feel free to go ahead and chat and give us some feedback. And I think that's it in a nutshell for what we had to talk about. I do want to add on this last thing. It's not a tip. Those are our 5 tips for, health is wealth. And I do want to add something in, though. Going back to Monsieur Francois losing more than me, it's all about just body types and him being a man and me being a woman. But that's another day. Being a woman is not easy when it comes to losing weight versus a man. It's just not.
I'm going to just leave that there.
We might have a deeper dive into our health journeys maybe some other time, but we'll cap it at that. And I hope that you were able to learn a few things from us. Again, we're not professionals. We're just telling our stories. Thank you for rocking out with us. Hope that you start your health journey. We can't wait to hear about it. With that said, let's get to the verse of the week.
All right, verse of the week is coming from the book of John. So this is 3 John 1 verse 2, the King James Version, which reads, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth.
Come on, somebody.
Bang, bang.
We wish you health, prosperity, and all the good stuff. No,
Ha!
Seriously, though, we do want to wish you great health as your soul prospers, as you enrich yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and all of that. And all of that consists of great health. So go forth, be happy, take your health journey seriously. You can do it. If we can do it, you can.
That's a fact.
Why you say that so hard?
No, because I really was not. I really was not on it.
Okay.
I really was not one of them guys. Now I became one of them guys. If it could be me, it could be y'all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So yo, let's be healthy and live long out here, black people. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
I'm trying to see. I want to see great grandkids, man. And I know what I got to do. I mean,
great grandkids.
Yeah, I want to see great grandkids. Okay. And I could put in the work now to make sure I do it. I mean, granted that any outside factors don't take me out of here, but I know in regards to myself, my health.
We got clean
I'm
bills of health, though. Our bills of health has been real good, clean and everything.
Well, let's just try to stay on it. We
Stay
still
on it,
early. We still got a lot of life to live.
Yeah.
So let's just stay on. Let's stay on it the best we can. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy about this. Come on, somebody. All right, let's pray out. You ready, babe?
Let's go.
Father God, bless Sebastien and Claushelle. Bless the listeners. May they be at peace, find joy, and always seek you first. Thank you once again for this opportunity to glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Signing off, y'all.
All right, have a blessed week.
Peace and love.